So I had a different video planned for today, but I think that based on the things that we are dealing with now, it's very important to talk about bank jobs. So the first thing that I want you to see is these numbers. Look at them carefully. Since 2013, just notice how the vacancies have been on a downward spiral. In 2013, there were over 60,000 vacancies if you combine the clerk and the PO vacancies of the IBPS examinations. Come to 2020 and it has gone down below 3,000. So you can understand the trend that is actually happening right now, and we can't just escape it. And it's not just the pandemic. You can see the previous years as well that the vacancies were going down. And the response to this thing has been calls for privatization. But is it a panacea? What about financial inclusion? What about the social mandate that banks have to follow? Will it be possible when everything is privatized? Can a poor person easily go and open an account in Axis Bank or HDFC Bank? Is it even possible? Will this not increase the income inequality in our country? Now coming to the vacancies. Many people are wondering, why is the vacancy decreasing so much? What is our fault? They are asking. Well, there's no fault. This is what is going to happen in the future as well. And the vacancies are going to go down even more in the coming years. Now, many people saw the SBI VRS plan. So if you are not aware of the scheme, any SBI employee who has attained 55 years of age and has completed 25 years of service will be given a voluntary exit. 50% of their salary is going to be paid of the outstanding salary directly they are going to get, and they can take voluntary retirement. So as per the latest figures, around 11,565 officers and 18,625 staff are eligible. So SBI has calculated that if 30% of these employees choose the new scheme, then the bank will be saving about 2,170 crores. Now, some people, they will definitely go down this route and they will take this VRS, and people are feeling that if it happens, the vacancies are going to shoot up. But is it really the truth? People who have actually worked in the bank know very well what is happening. I have seen this in multiple branches in which I have worked. There have been staff reductions left, right, and center. Bank employees have been complaining about the reducing staff since a long time, but nobody is listening. The management just wants to cut staff and they want to promote more people to the officers cadre so that there can be a lot more number of people who can be assigned more work. That has been the strategy. And even in 2017, Rajneesh Kumar had stated this, that the workforce will be cut by 10% in 2 years in SBI, and they are just following that trajectory. So don't expect that if there are a lot of people taking VRS, you are suddenly going to get a lot of vacancies. That is not going to happen. Right now, with the economy tanking, there are other calculations that the government is making. You might have seen the latest circular by the expenditure department of the Department of Finance, and they have specifically said that no new posts are going to be created. And now the Finance Ministry has also announced that all kinds of expenditure which are not necessary will be cut down. And when we see these kinds of things, my thought continuously goes to the politicians, that why the politicians cannot take less salary, why they are not saying that we are not going to take money, we are going to cut down on our costs, let us lead from the front, let us show the people that we care for them. But no, there is evidence to suggest that they are spending money in many other avenues. And now whenever you are criticizing the government, people are going to call you anti-national. But you can check my previous videos, you can check my other remarks. I praise the government when it was needed, when they did the right step. But when they are doing something that is not good, why should we praise them? Why should we praise them for cutting the cooking gas subsidy? Why are they cutting this subsidy right now and they did not actually lower the prices of petrol when the global prices had actually collapsed? What happened then? At that point of time, they were enjoying the profits, right? And now, what's happening now? We are supposed to face the consequences when things go bad. Oil companies, they profit so much, you cannot even believe. I have a lot of people, lot of friends who are working in oil PSUs, and the salary that they get, you cannot even believe. Even technicians in oil companies get so much salary that it is almost unbelievable. So these people, they are not contributing to the economy, right? And what about the jobless youth? They want to get into the workforce. They want to contribute to the economy. Why you are cutting down the vacancies? Why you are not taking them in when you are promoting all the inefficient stuff? And now you're talking about privatization. What is this kind of a dichotomy? The Prime Minister famously said that he is not going to sell the nation. But isn't it what's happening right now? And this will just get worse. By 2024, India is going to overtake China in population. And what happens then? Imagine the amount of jobless youth at that point of time. Why not reallocate the money that you are putting into useless schemes like the Narega and you put that into employment creation? Why you are not doing that? I come from a small village and I have seen how the Narega money is going to waste. I have seen how the public expenditure is not benefiting the common person. But the government continues to spend money without any kind of goal as to how to solve this employment problem. And things are going to get worse. The Niti Aayog has just announced that the big banks are going to remain and all the smaller banks will be merged or privatized. So SBI, Punjab National Bank, Bank of Baroda and Canara Bank are going to remain and we can say goodbye to the other banks. I already mentioned this when I talked about privatization. And they are talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat. Isn't that just a pipe dream? In a country where if anybody starts a business or even thinks of doing something, entire society is going to curse that person. गालियाँ देते हैं, लोग उल्टा सीधा बोलते रहते हैं. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody can go into business. Not everybody can create jobs. And before we tell people to be Atmanirbhar, shouldn't we fix our education system? I know a lot of policy changes have been announced, but they will take time. People are not free thinkers today in society. Education has never taught us to think freely. We don't even know what innovation actually means. और हमको पता भी कैसे होगा? एजुकेशन के नाम पे तो सिर्फ रट्टा मारते हैं ना. और हर साल लाखों करोड़ों लोग इंजीनियर्स बन जाते हैं. And then they come to the job sector and they cannot acquire jobs. And this is the vicious cycle that is going to continue. What's going to be the end result of all of these things when the vacancies are so low, when the jobs are very scarce, and the youth is totally helpless? Won't this cause a severe damage to our country from which we might never recover? So what do we do about all of these things? What is the solution? Now you can fight about this as much as you want, and I know that there are lots of Twitter campaigns going around, so you can check out these hashtags and you can just retweet them and try and get attention. That is something that we should all be doing. But after all, you have to understand that reality is this and we cannot escape this situation any longer. So we are not going to return to normal anymore, and now we are going to have the CET exam, and that's going to change so many other things as well. So we cannot fight with these things. What can we do? We can create our personal plan and we have to just find out what works for us. Remember, some things are within our control. And if you are watching this video, then I believe that you are much above many of the other people. You are much advanced because you are watching content in English, and it's not something that many people can actually do. So you are already very ahead. So what you can do is you can just follow some principles. Eat healthy food, just get enough exercise and keep yourself active. And the most important thing, take care of your mind. That's very, very important, because no matter what happens in the external world outside, the answer always remains inside you. So inside this thing is the solution to all the problems that you are facing. And I would advise you that you write down your goals and just make a proper plan. Just have a timeline that I am going to try for these exams for the next 2 years or 3 years, whatever it is. It depends on your personal plan, on what you want to achieve in life. And on the occasion of Teachers' Day, I want to leave you all with a simple thought. We are all students and life is the biggest teacher. I hope that you achieve all the things that you have ever dreamed of. Happy Teachers' Day.